We are live. We are live on YouTube. You
YouTube.
can start,
Start,
Angela.
Angela.
Okay, so I'm gonna start. I'm gonna introduce Mr. Ed Garza, which is the CTO for Momentum Tech, and he's gonna talk to us about a little bit about the Magic Kids tonight. So go ahead, Ed.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies. We're excited about you guys being here, and you wait till you see what they got in store for you tonight, guys. Incredible stuff. We got some incredible news too, right? So, there's a concept called AI literacy that is so important for tutors, right? So, I saw a news article that came across my phone yesterday from Jeanette's cousin, who is a teacher in Florida. She said her principal emailed her a announcement that came from the top. I mean, it came all the way from the Department of Labor in Washington, concerned about the future workforce. You've heard Angela say before, our kids are our future, and so is AI. Hmm. There's a little bit of depth to that. So when we saw this, we said, well, let's design some literacy tutors. So we just recently launched 5 new tutors that meet the federal AI literacy standards. They actually gave us 5 specific areas that they recommended to educators and nonprofits and school systems. And they gave us ideas. So what I did early this morning at 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, probably when most of you were sleeping. Some of you were probably still awake. I know my wife was in the middle of REM, for sure. And by the time she woke up, I had a big smile on my face and I said, honey, come look at all this stuff, right? Look what I did. Thanks to her cousin sending that article to me, it inspired me. Sometimes that's all it takes, guys. You see something in the field like this, any news articles, you send it to James and I, we make it happen. And this inspired me because I've been wanting to get the Magic Kids platform. I've been wanting to launch it in a big way. So, this is the Federal AI Literacy Framework from the U.S. Department of Labor. Training Employment Notice, 7/25. It was published. That's not the date it was published. That's the document number. But it was published February, just on the 14th of 2026. 5 foundational competencies for workforce readiness in the AI era. Number one, understanding AI principles, working mental model of what AI is and how it operates. Number two, exploring AI uses like real world AI applications in the workplace. Number three, direct AI effectively, like prompting, right? Communication skills, prompting and instructing AI, commanding AI. Number four, evaluating AI outputs like critical assessment and human oversight of AI results, kind of like, a, you know, police, right? Cyber security. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be, no, is it AI or is it fake, right? An assessment. Or did it hallucinate? That's what that means. And then the use of responsibility, privacy protection, obviously, ethics and accountability, right? We have a couple of friends that are bankers, right? And they have to know a lot about AI because man, there's a lot of stuff that can happen in the banking world fraud wise, right? So they have to protect their bankers. So our future workforce, which are our kids, need to be prepared in these 5 areas of readiness, according to the Federal AI Literacy Framework. Now, I totally agree with this. Matter of fact, there's already countries and cities around the nation that have already started to do these exact things. So this wasn't just like thought of and burped out, okay? I mean, you understand what I mean? This was, this was been thought through. And I think it's been thought through really well. So here's what we did. This is a shot of the article. I'm going to give you the link so you guys have it. February 14th, you see the federal government just told every school and nonprofit in America to teach AI literacy and develop human skills. The students sitting in your classrooms right now will enter a labor market that assumes AI literacy is a baseline, like it's standard. The students sitting in your classrooms right now will enter a labor market that is all about AI. The Department of Labor has laid out a clear, well structured framework for what literacy looks like. The question isn't whether to act, it's how quickly you can start. That's the question, right? So here's the framework again in a different way. And I want you to look at the magic tutors that I put together. Understanding AI principles, right? We have launched our AI Foundations tutor. Exploring AI uses. We've launched our AI Creator tutor that helps them understand the uses of AI. The Direct AI effectively is our AI Prompt Engineering tutor. And the Evaluate AI Outputs is our AI Detective tutor. How do you like that? And then the AI Responsibility tutor is our AI Guardian tutor. So we put a little fun in this and we had a little seriousness too, right? Kind of a mix of things. Some are more formal names and some are kind of fun names that parents can have fun with and kids can have fun with these AI, right? And teachers can have fun with these as well. Okay. So the AI Foundations tutor, you know, what the students learn, they learn how AI works, like pattern recognition and prediction, AI capabilities and limitations, difference between human and artificial intelligence, why AI can produce incorrect information, importance of human oversight. And of course, there's grade level adaptation, grades 1 through 5, grades 6 through 12. Interactive learning removes black box mystery, right? Of AI, and it builds accurate mental models of AI, showing how it's done and prevents overtrust, right? Don't trust too much in AI and misunderstanding too as well, right? So it really shows them balance. The AI creator tutor can generate ideas and brainstorm. You can create stories and characters and develop projects step by step, improve writing and communication, and organize information effectively. And so obviously, AI guides them rather than generates it automatically. That's not going to write everything for them. The students maintain creative control. It builds confidence using AI as a tool, right? In control of it. It enhances human creativity. It does not replace it. So intellectual ownership is preserved, of course, with Magic Kids. The prompt engineering tutor is really cool. We teach them the CRISP framework that we came up with. It's a effective prompting, the context, the role, the intent, the specifics, and the parameters. Kind of teaching them this transforms students from passive users to more active directors of AI systems. It's one of the most valuable workplace skills in the modern economy. So we want to make sure they're prepared with this. They know how to at least, you know, figure out a prompt. And you can practice prompting. They could, what's a weak prompt, what's a bad prompt, and you could, there's all kinds of cool stuff you could do with this tutor. And then the AI detective tutor, one of our favorite ones, is a critical evaluations tutor, right? It identifies incorrect information and hallucinations and detects logical inconsistencies and evaluates responsive accuracy, compare and improve AI outputs, maintain human authority over AI. Really kind of teaches them how, you are in charge, right? So you could guide the AI to where you want it to go. You don't need to believe everything it says, validate it, fact check it, right? Detective is the whole concept. Grades 1 through 5, fun missions, right? To find simple errors. Grades 6 through 12, you know, advanced fact checking and bias awareness. Develops more analytical reasoning and judgment. Students become intelligent evaluators, right? That's what this tutor is about, not passive consumers. Ensures independent critical thinking. The guardian tutor, like the show, The Guardians, right? Those are cool characters, right? This is all about protecting, right? You can have a lot of fun with this tutor outside of that platform. You can create all kinds of cool stuff. The girls are going to show you that tonight. what personal information to protect, how to recognize unsafe AI interactions, data protection, safe digital behaviors, long-term protection strategies, right? The ethics of use of AI, the human accountability, the responsible digital citizenship, and age-appropriate safety concepts. It builds lifelong ethical habits, is what it's about, right? So really, really cool stuff. It's a perfect timing. 2026, the federal framework released. We're 100% framework coverage by Magic Kids, guys. We're the first to market. Yes, we are. And it's a huge market. We are the first to market, guys. I mean, within 24 hours of them releasing it, we built these extra 5 tutors for the Magic Kids platform. Now we're at 20 tutors. Students entering the workforce will face an economy where AI literacy is as essential as reading and writing and digital literacy. Schools that act now will produce graduates ready for the future. Those that wait will leave students unprepared. So we're ready for the AI powered future, right? We got complete coverage. We cover all grades. We build workforce students and the first complete system to market. Yes, first to market. Magic Kids, preparing students for tomorrow, today. Yes, these are the tutors that we added. Beyond literacy, developing deeper AI skills globally. The AI prompt engineer tutor, the AI creator tutor, the AI guardian tutor, the AI foundations tutor, and the AI detective tutor. That is a quick update for you guys. And I'm going to save the last thing for last, but if you want to see the entire article, guys, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, this just absolutely incredible. I mean, I pulled all of this out of it. You can see here's their framework for the U.S. Department of Labor, right? And you can see the date there, obviously. So you can take all this article and you can read through it. You can see it's not a mandate, but it's a framework, and it's an encouraging call to educators and parents, and it's an encouraging call to state legislators and government officials around the nation and around the world that it's time to get our future generations ready and prepared for the AI revolution, guys. And that's why we're here today, right? So I put this link in the chat for you guys. You guys can have this. Of course, you can use it, and I would definitely recommend you bookmark it and definitely, digest it, right? Use it as a tool, right? Use it as a tool. I can tell you right now um, that we are already moving super fast with this. Yes, we are. We are moving super fast. And I'm going to let the girls take over from now. What I mean by that is I want to praise both Jeanette and Angela for what they're doing. Angela's already prepared. She's like, I think she's ready to pop open. She's so excited about this. Because she's like, oh my God, I can't wait. She's already printing out the letter, going to hand it to the governor. She's already printing out the letter. She's going to hand it to the governor's best friend, media professional. She's handing out the letters everywhere. The press release, which we'll give you the press release. We're going to cover that at the end here, right? You want to hang around if you want a copy of this press release, because I'm going to show you what you could do with it. Okay. So I'm going to turn it over to these girls. So we got a lot of cool tools for you at the end. We're going to give you to help take immediate, massive action. The timing is perfect globally, no matter where you're at, guys. I'm telling you right now, the timing is perfect for the Magic Kids platform. So, Angela, Jeanette, who's going first? These ladies are here to have fun. They're both going first.
Yeah.
Let them have fun. So, I'm going to
Were
turn it
you
over
gonna
to
show
you.
the video or you want me to just go right into the um platform?
You just go right into the platform. Let's show them what we're going to do. What they're going to show you to do today, guys, is very interesting. They're going to show you how you can work with the tutor a little bit and then develop a little bit of curriculum. Just the tip of the iceberg of how you could get some curriculum out of each of these tutors. And I think Jeanette's going to work maybe even on the detective tutor tonight. So yeah.
All
So cool.
right.
All right. Take it away, ladies.
I will go ahead and share my screen here. All right. So first of all, if you haven't had a chance to look at it, this is the platform that you're going to see when you come into Magic Kids. And right here, as you can see, there is a little toggle. So if your child is under 10, you're going to click this one. If they're older, as you can tell, the platform changes and it's geared towards an older audience, so 10 and up. I'm going to start with the under 10. And then let's start here. So this over here, for those of you that don't know, this is going to be our menu, this little button right here. So you're going to click this, and this is going to give you your tools. So with all the excitement that Ed shared today with the literacy tutors, I got so excited too, and I immediately wanted to see everything that he was working on because it's just, guys, this is so exciting. I mean, just this opportunity to be able to do this for our kids, especially with AI and the way that it's growing, you know, like I said, you know, it's the future. And so children need to understand how to do this because it's going to be the next big thing. Their work is going to require it. And I mean, I'm sure most of you know, even in the jobs that you have now, you see AI being involved or you're given options with AI. So, I mean, it's there. It's not going anywhere. So it's really, really important that our children learn how to use AI. So I actually did the detective tutor as well. So, but mine's gonna be for the younger audience. So I went ahead and I put in some information already, just so that because I wanted to kind of move things along because I know we're on a time schedule tonight. So I started it. It says, "Welcome to the AI Detective Academy. I am your AI detective tutor. I train students to become AI detectives who investigate AI answers, find mistakes, and uncover the truth." So as we all know, AI does hallucinate sometimes and says some things that are not always true. And so this is what Edward was referring to, the evaluating the AI outputs. And so basically it's looking to see, they're little detectives making sure that the information is accurate that they're getting. So it gives you an exercise to do. So one of the things that I said it was for grade 5. And so it says to me, "Great, you're in grade 5. That makes you detective level 2, grades 3 through 5. I'm your friendly, fun AI detective tutor. I help you investigate AI answers, spot mistakes, and become a sharper thinker," which we all need to do that, right? Okay, so here we go. Detective mission number 1, the desert claim. The AI gave this answer: "All deserts are hot and have no animals." Detective, your mission. Number 1, is this answer correct? Yes or no? 2, find at least one thing that seems wrong or suspicious. And 3, ask one question you would use to check the fact. So, as we all know, I mean, as we start to think about it, are there animals in the desert? Yes, of course there are. There's lizards and snakes and all kinds of things that live in the desert. So that's one thing, that as a parent and you're sitting with your child, you get to have those conversations and kind of think through these things together. So here we go. So it'll take you kind of through these prompts. So I just wanted to, and so there's different ways that you can do this. This is like the way that I'm doing this now, where it gives you the prompts, then you can answer yes or no. So let's see. So we're gonna say, does it match what you already know? Can you think of a place that disagrees, like a cold desert? So and it's telling them statements like, watch out for words like all or no, because those are going to tell you whether something is true or not based on if it's for a big idea or small idea. Let's see here. So we can answer this question. We could say, this answer correct? No. Let's see. All right, let's see. I think I need to be a little bit more accurate here, but
It just refreshed on you because
yeah,
you hadn't
it's
said it
yeah.
again.
I think
Yeah.
it went back to because I needed to be a little bit more. And that's the one thing about AI is understanding prompting because you do have to train it. You do have to learn what the right phrasing is. Although in this platform, what's really amazing is that it actually pulls you through. A lot of these things you'll see are questions, and those questions are what normally somebody would be doing to prompt. The questions are actually a way of helping you to understand how the prompting is working in the background to get the answers that you need. So, okay, so let me go. I'm going to go to a different one because, and this one is going to be in one of our other tutors. So it's going to our platform again here. And we're going to go to the science tutor. Science was always my favorite in school. So I start at the top here because again, I already did it ahead of time because I didn't want to take up too much time.
I would hit
Here.
refresh.
But-
Maybe it'll prevent
So
that
I
from
am in
happening.
kindergarten and I would like a list of activities I can do with my grandparents. Okay, so there's two different ways that you can do this. You can have the kid doing it like where we had sorry, let me go up here. Where it can be just the kid, but then you can also do it where you're the parent and you're asking for help of trying to figure out activities to do with your child. So let's see. So this one I kind of phrase it a little bit differently because I'm in kindergarten and I would like a list of activities I can do with my grandparents. It says, hello, fellow scientists. Let's make fun discoveries with your grandparents. Here are simple, safe, and giggle-ready activities perfect for a kindergarten explorer and a caring grown-up. So there you go. So it's there for us to do it together. So nature scavenger hunt. So it tells you what the materials are, what to do, what you're going to be learning, and then some different activities. Let's see. Ooh, homemade volcano fizz. So you need a small container, baking soda, vinegar, food coloring. What to do, put baking soda in container and colored vinegar and watch the fizz eruption. We did this in school, so this is definitely something you could do for fun with your parents, grandparents. Let's see here. Now that was in detail, and what I asked it for was just, like a list of things, but now I wanted to be a little bit more specific. So I wanted to use bullet points. So now just nature scavenger hunt, plant a bean in a cup, rainbow milk magic, sink or float test, shadow tracing game. So these are all things that are just very simple, easy to do, but just great learning opportunities. And, as you are with, your child or your grandchild, you're sitting there and having discussions because as we all know, kids are on tablets. That's just kind of what it is. And so taking them away from those tablets and getting them outside or just getting opportunities to do things together, that's what it's all about, is creating that connection. And this platform allows you to do that in a way that as a mom, I've gotten the opportunity to do this with my daughter, and it has been so much fun. We've learned so much, and we just have a great time. Connection is the most important thing you can do with your child. And I just love this opportunity to do this with her. And the one thing too that I could say as a parent is safety is key. And I want to make sure I get this right, but we're on Momentum Tech, and the Magic Kids program is COPPA compliant. And that means that the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. So, they're making sure that our children are safe when they're on this platform. And in this world, that's one of the most important things, especially with AI, because there's so many new things that are coming out and you don't know what they are. And this one, they take such great care in making sure that your children are safe, but also giving them a great opportunity to learn and to grow and also to connect with you and just to have a great time learning. So, Jeanette, you want to go to the next?
Yes. So I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna use both platforms this time, and the reason I was thinking of just talking it over with Ed, I think sometimes kids, no matter what the age is, they need some kind of help with it. So let me go ahead and share where I'm gonna go. Sorry, my computer was shut down. My maintenance person came in earlier and shut down my computer without me knowing, and a lot of the stuff kind of went everywhere. So bear with me here a few minutes. Let's see here. One second. See if it's here. Okay, so I'm gonna go towards back of this and see right here. Okay, no. So we're gonna create a voice, and I'm gonna go to the main Momentum Tech. And the reason I'm doing this before I go there, I want to explain. Sometimes with kids, they need something fun before they could start the real tutoring, the homework, or they want to kind of create something fun so they could kind of get more into it. It's kind of like a video game. If it's kind of boring and they have to read a lot, most of the time the kids are not going to read it because they want to get to the part that's fun, the part that they react to it and they be able to play with it, right? So that's why I thought of doing a video to help the kid. And you could actually add this. We're not going to do it tonight, but you could actually add this to like a story and help the kid in the reading, like the reading tutor that one of the tutors that they have there is the reading one. So you could add that as a story, right, for the kid and help so many kids nowadays. You talk to, I know for me, I was a homeschooler and I saw kids in 5th and 6th grades having a hard time reading because all they wanted to do is video games. A lot of kids don't even read anymore. So hard for them. But this would help them with the video and putting it into book. It would help them great. So let's go to the Momentum Tech. So it'll be right here, like it'll start like Angela said. You get into the little button. So you go to Momentum Tech dashboard.
It's in the Magic Kids also.
Oh, Ed just told me it's also in the Magic Kids. So I'm gonna go to VoiceOver. It's right here, VoiceOver. Okay, and I'm gonna go to Custom. And I'm not gonna do nothing here right now. I'm gonna go to Custom Audio. And believe me, if I could do this, anybody can. So Custom Audio. And here I'm gonna put Magic Kids. Okay, we're gonna do Magic Kids. Let's kind of do like a story time. Like I said, I'm not gonna put it all together as a story right now, and just kind of already had a description, a scene that I already rewrote before that I'm gonna put in there. And typically we're gonna pick Matilda. She's kind of more of a young child. Let's see, what's Matilda? Right there. We're going to pick Matilda. And if you could tell, we're going to do it in English, obviously, but you could do in many other languages. So English is not the only one. I am fluent in Spanish, so we could do it in Spanish. I also speak some French, so we could do it in French. So you could do it in any other language, which is fun to see kids at a young age anywhere in the world be able to do a storybook in their own language, and also do it in English if they're learning, because I know in some high schools here in the United States you had to learn a second language. So how fun would it be for them to do it in another language? So let's go to my pre. So we had to turn the volume all the way up, so make sure we hear it. So I'm gonna put, like I said, I already pre-made this earlier. I put it in a Word doc, so that's another thing that you could do, make it easier. Kind of write down with your child what you want the voice to be or the voice to say, put it in a Word doc, and then you could copy and paste it much faster that way. And that's what I did. So. And this is free, thanks to Ed and James. We no longer had to pay for the voice. So this is totally free. You don't have to pay anything extra for that, just so you know, in case you were thinking, oh, this is an extra charge. Thanks to James and Ed, they made this for free. So you can do any voice you want, and there's no charge to it. So we're going to generate. And while that generates, I'm going to do another tab. Okay. Let's see.
It's fast.
So the tab is already there. See, it came up. It comes up pretty quick. I'm going to download it. Download it. And I'm going to put in Magic Kids. So that way, when I download it to the picture that I'm going to pick, I have it. So I have it there. Now I'm going to go to the spokesperson. And again, the way you could go there, we're going to go back. You click on spokesperson, and it's right there. Okay. We're going to create a project, create a new project. So we're going to skip to the upload audio. We're going to skip that. I confirm the voice I'm uploading is my own. So before I download that voice, let's see, browse files. So I'm going to go to where it was right here. Open. You guys want to hear it? Let's hear it.
That's not it.
That's not it. It's not downloading yet.
Yeah, it's the one above. It's the one above. The one you just uploaded.
This one, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We can't hear it. You need to share your audio.
Okay, let me share my audio. 1 second. Share sound. Okay, here we go.
Is reshaping education, careers, and the future workforce. The reality right now, something massive is happening. Artificial intelligence is reshaping education, careers, and the future workforce. The reality is simple. AI literacy is no longer optional. It is foundational. The students who understand how to use AI, direct AI, and evaluate AI will have a clear advantage in the world they are about to enter. But most schools, organizations, and families do not yet have a clear pathway to teach these skills. That is exactly why we built the Magic Kids AI platform. Magic Kids is the world's first complete AI tutor ecosystem designed to prepare learners for the AI-driven future. Inside the platform are 20 fully interactive AI tutors that guide learners step by step. At the foundation are our 5 new AI Literacy Foundation tutors. The AI Foundations Tutor helps learners understand how AI works. The AI Creator Tutor teaches learners how to use AI productively and creatively. The AI Prompt Engineering Tutor teaches learners how to communicate effectively with AI. The AI Detective Tutor teaches learners how to evaluate AI outputs and think critically. And the AI Guardian Tutor teaches learners how to use AI safely and responsibly. Beyond that foundation, our additional tutors strengthen math, science reading, writing, coding, creativity, entrepreneurship, and critical thinking. The platform adapts to each learner, helping them build real skills, real confidence, and real readiness for the future. AI is not coming. It is already here. And now, for the first time, learners have a complete pathway to understand it, use it, and lead with it. The Magic Kids AI platform is ready. The tutors are ready, and the future is ready. Let's prepare our future workforce and lead them into the AI revolution equipped and ready to succeed.
Bam. That was awesome.
Now I'm gonna go continue with upload audio. Now this is where I'm gonna pick my picture, right? So I'm gonna do landscape 16 by 9. And let's see, I'm gonna go upload avatar. But before I upload, which I already have one, where is it, honey? It's all the way in the bottom.
Generate at the top. Generate
Yeah,
avatar.
okay, so we could click on generate avatar and you could go, I wrote something else for this too. So you could create whatever you want, whatever avatar you like. And to see which one was it that I put in here. Let's see here. Okay, I don't have it here, but that's okay, I'll put it in. Let's see.
So while she's typing, you could have fun with your kids here, right? You can create, 10 years or younger. You can create Pixar characters, and that's what she's doing now. Right?
So you just click generate, and here it is. See the little boy with the racing car, kind of like Cars, like the movie Cars. So he's racing. Typically kids in middle school, they tend to like cars and racing, like the movie Cars. So that's one that you could generate. If you don't like that one, you could generate another one, and it'll give you another one until you get to pick whichever one you want. So that's another way you could have fun with your child and pick, you could keep writing on whatever you like, and it'll help you do an avatar. But I'm going to upload already one that I picked based on what I wrote. So I'm going to download it here. And I'm going to generate it. And this is going to cost 529 credits, but that comes out to how much, Ed?
James.
Oh, James. James is always really good about that.
Hang on, I'll tell you. It's about $2.33.
See, so it's very little that you get to anytime you want to download a avatar.
It's just passes through a little of the cost of the rendering. If you look at companies like NVIDIA.io, to render a video on there, it's $20, $30 minimum. I've spent as much as 60 or more on some.
Okay, so while that is generating, it's going to take a little bit. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Magic Kids dashboard. So let's go to Magic Kids dashboard. I put another tab, and then you go to work with tutors. So let's see. My son, as I mentioned before, I homeschooled him, and I was not good at math. And it's funny because to this day, I work with math every single day. But growing up, algebra and calculus, that was so difficult for me to just get it in my brain to understand it. And he had a hard time with math. So I wish I had this program because it would help him, him and me to, for me to teach him and help him learn, the fun way. Because kids always, I know when my son was in private school, we moved to a different state, and when we moved to a different state, that state did not have, that little city that we lived in did not have a public school. I mean, a private school. They only had public. So I had him in public for about 6 or 7 months. But the thing is that when your child is in private school, the learning is so different, and then you move into public school, it's a little bit slower in public school. And so compared to how fast speed the private school goes. And so in private school, sometimes it takes a detail per child, and they don't have 40 kids in one room. So it's totally different. He did not really care for that because he was just adjusted already to the private school for so long. And so it was middle school. It was, it was about 6th grade. He was in 6th grade. And he was having a hard time. Teachers didn't understand. So I made the decision after praying about it that I had no idea how I was going to do it, but I was going to homeschool him because I knew he was smart. He had all A's in private school. So I knew we could do it. So we ended up opening doors. I got to see other moms that did homeschool, and they told me it was pretty easy. There's so much curriculum out there that you don't even know sometimes what to pick. But if I had something like this, it would help me just so simple and so low cost that some of the curriculums out there, you could spend thousands of dollars, and then at the end of the year, you realize that it was not worth it. So if I had something like this, it would help them a lot. So let's go let's see. I also wrote something, so I kept time consuming much faster. Let's see, I did for a 13-year-old, I wrote something on it. So let's go here.
Hit refresh.
Let's go hit refresh so I could go faster. Okay, that was me kind of working on it earlier. So let's write something. And typically you could do the little microphone, but because I have an accent, sometimes it kind of messes up the words. So that's why I usually type it on a Word page. So let's see, I put in creative, fun, age-appropriate 30-minute math lesson for a 13-year-old, 8th grade. Include a simple explanation of the topic, one engaging hands-on activity, a short discussion section, and a list of all required supplies. Make it interactive, easy to follow, and enjoyable so the child stays engaged and excited about learning math. So let's see what it does. So while that's thinking, let me go and see what my spokesperson did. Oh, it's still downloading, 58%. Oh, there it goes. Okay, let's go up to the top, and it says 30-minute lessons. So it's going to give me slope detectives, understanding slope and rate of change from age 13, 8th grade. So it gives you the goals, the total time it's going to take, supplies, all safe and easy to find. You probably have a lot of that already at home. A minute-by-minute plan, which is great. Sometimes, things go so fast that you don't, okay, what I do next. So it's great that it gives me minute by minute. It built 3 ramps and how to do it. Tips, it gives me tips. A short discussion that the parent and the child could have. A wrap-up challenge. Some kids like challenges. Simple measurements and work examples. That helps for me as the teacher, if I was the teacher at the time. Discussion prompts. Safety and coaching tips. Extension if extra time or for homework. Even if your kid is in private school or public school now, and not just homeschool, but this helps with public school and it helps with private school. Any homework the kid has, you could put it in the message and it'll help you for the kid. It won't give the child, the answer, but it would help the child learn and how did they get the answer. So that way it gives them more information that they didn't maybe understand when the teacher in their school gave it to them. And it helps them with their homework. So that's the part I was going to teach about the math tutor. Let's go back to the voice and see, back to the, nope, it's still 64%. So while it's doing that, let's go to, we got, let's see. Well, I don't want to go over the time. So if we want to have Ed or James speak, you guys are welcome while the spokesperson is downloading.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to be using this video that she's creating on the new Magic Kids funnel because we're going to upgrade it, right? Because I think it's something new right now we need to do. So thanks, Jeanette. That was awesome. So, see, guys, you could generate whether you're a homeschooler or if you're a teacher or a tutor, you could generate massive amounts of curriculum with the platform. You could also work with your kid directly in the platform. You could take activities off the platform. It could create all kinds of fun activities, like the entrepreneur tutor is fantastic. So let me go ahead and share my screen so you don't see Jeanette's anymore. So here we go. Let's go back to, we're going to go into the Magic Kids platform. By the way, the dashboard is just an experience with your kid. It doesn't control any of the apps in the platform, okay? You don't need to say I'm under 10 and then go to the kids apps. The kids apps work for grades 1 through 12, regardless of what you choose, under 10 or over 10. We have this here just so when you're experiencing the platform, which we got to update it, now it's 20, right? That if your kids are under 10, you could go through this with them. Make sure they understand the apps. Ask them what ones do they like so far. Here's the menu that they have. Go through and talk about what's in the platform, right? Introduce them to the tutors. Spend some time with them in the dashboard, right? That's what this dashboard is for, so you can understand it. And then what the tutors do, what they never do. And then maybe go through this book so it gives them an idea of the type of things and characters they could develop in it gives them visualizations. Kids are very visual, right? So this is fantastic. Maybe play the story for them, the Gentle Meadow audiobook, right? Or play the song for them, right? And then there's a little fun video from Tippy in the Gentle Meadow that you can watch so they can see, wow, mom, or wow, dad, I could do a video like that with a character. That's cool, right? I want to do one, right? So you could do with it. Somebody asked, is the video spokesperson in the AI Kids Magic Kids Tutor? Yes. Videos and audios and images and websites and chat bots and all the stuff that kids would want to do. Yes, of course it is. We don't give them every tool, but we give them all the tools they need to do to either write a book or create videos or audios or characters or images or real fun stuff, right? And then if they're over 10, you may want to take, show them this one, right? And you may want to go through this. This goes through a little bit different language. Cool little space character, kind of cool dude, right? Some parents' survival guide for kids speak, some language that you may not know what it means when in the video and the tutor. So you want to spend time here. This is just kind of like for you to navigate and understand the platform, right? And we'll add updates here. Like we'll probably add the new tutors in the dashboard that we just added here so people understand it. So this gives you an idea that that's what the dashboard is all about. Okay. So yeah, you guys don't see my screen. Do you see my screen, James?
I see your screen just fine. I see the
That's what
Magic
I
Kids
thought.
dashboard
That's great. Yep.
right now.
Yep. Perfect. You got to go to the tab. There's different tabs at the top of your screen. You're looking at the wrong screen. Yeah, that's why. All right. Awesome. So the literacy tutors are right here. You can see here they are. They went over them. They're fantastic tutors, guys. Fantastic tutors. I mean, the prompt engineer tutor is my favorite. And so I'm in grade 10. I showed it. Hey, I'm in grade 10. By the way, you can close these folders right here. See right here? You close it and you can see you can save chat, save conversations. Like if you're working with your child here, right? We could put a date here that you work with them, today is the, February. Whoops. Sorry about that. I go right here. I could change this to like, maybe February. I could put a date here, right? That I went over this project with him, whatever, my child. So I could put that in here so I can save it. I can remember when I went over that with them, right? So then you can save that lesson right there. So it's saved. So you can, and you can do new chats and new projects and stuff. So you have everything saved here, right? So really kind of really cool stuff. So it gives you different options here. Like I told it I was in 10th grade, right? So, it told you to use the crisp, there it is, the crisp prompt. So it gave you like act as a teacher, help me understand a topic, the context. I'm in grade 10 and I struggle with what? What's the confusion? Include a short explanation and a work example and 3 practice problems with answers and make it, give it a word limit and a tone and give it a format, right? Or maybe you want to act as a creative writing coach. Help me create a poem or a script or theme. So it helps them prompt, right? Using the crisp concept. It gives them templates. So you could basically just copy, like if I wanted to use this one, right? And I can just copy that and paste it right here. And then you just have them, okay, what do you want to create? If they're over 10, they could probably type it in themselves, right? So what do they want to create? Help me create what, right? And then what's the context, right? The audience is who? Who's the audience? And what's the tone, right? So you would put in who it is for and who the tone is for, right? And then what do you want to include, right? Their characters, settings, or devices, right? And then of course, how long, what's the style, right? What's the content? So you can be as descriptive as you want, and it gives you several options. Pretty cool, right? This helps you teach them prompting. You could also just copy this and put it in it gives you like an option here, like design one micro study plan, right? And then, like an option, I'm the strongest prompt, I'm the weakest prompt. You could do that, right? So you can create like, hey, create an example of a weak prompt and a strong prompt using the CRISP platform. So I could tell it right here, watch this. Using the CRISP platform, create me a weak prompt and a strong prompt and give me 3 examples. And then once you get 3 examples, you can get 3 more and 3 more. And maybe you have like 10 and you want to do like practicing with them and then maybe going over with them, right? So you can embed that in their knowledge so they understand, hey, you know what, when I'm doing a prompt, I want to make sure it's strong, right? So it gives you 3 examples here of a weak prompt and a strong prompt, right? A weak prompt would be solve this math problem. That's weak, right? You may want to say act as a math tutor, solve the systems and equations and teach me the method. I'm in grade 10 and often lose track of during substitution. Show substitution step by step. Explain why each step is valid. Check the solution and summarize the strategy in 1 sentence. Use clear bullet points. No big algebra jumps. Finally, answer box, right? It teaches, why is it better? Because it teaches process, not just the answer. It checks and steps clarity, right? You see how that prompt is better? It's going to show them, teach me the method. How did you come up with this, right? That's how you build learning blocks, right? So they could understand it. In math, even in college, when I took algebra and other courses, I always really enjoyed the teacher because he gave us all the answers in his examples on the board. So I'd grab my phone, I'd take pictures of it, I'd try everything because I want to remember it, right? Because I know those are the answers. He was giving us the answers right on the board by going to examples. Sometimes I would bring a little recorder just to record it so I can listen to it and watch it and understand it. Because I know if I understand how he did it, then I could do it at the test time, right? So understanding that is important in math, like role playing. So the CRISP AI prompting is probably one of the most valuable AI literacy tutors out of all 5. Okay? For your kids. Just know that. All right. So here's some surprises. I promise you, we're going to running at the top of the hour. The AI certification for the AI Apprentice is 99.9% done. Hopefully tomorrow it's launched and you'll be able to get your funnel where you could use it, guys, and generate leads. Guys, this is huge. You're going to get a funnel just like this. This is where you could share this with the world. Share it with middle school people or middle school students are perfect in this apprentice certification. It's perfect for middle school people. It's perfect for workforce. It's perfect for people who are afraid of AI. It's perfect for people who just don't know nothing about AI. And it's good for people that know a little bit about AI, but they just don't know how to prompt and they want to understand some background of it. It's good for corporations. It has a lot of different versatile uses. It's good for corporations, small business owners, right? I mean, it's just absolutely incredible, guys. It helps build clarity, confidence, and just it's you're going to get a funnel just like this, and they're going to get to be enrolled right away in the funnel. And they're quick, easy, structured lessons. There's a study plan, there's a practice homework plan, and then they can pass the actual quiz. It's really easy, and you guys will love it. So you're going to get this funnel. Hopefully by Thursday, we will announce it on our corporate call, and you'll have it ready for you. Now, here's the. Can I get a drum roll, please, everybody? Can I get a drum roll? Because you guys, this is the best of the best here, guys. Oh, by the way, this is a. I have the press release. I'm going to show with you here in just a minute. But guys, welcome to Magic Kids. Okay. So what is this website? MagicKids.ai. Well, this is a brochure website for you. That's all it is. There's no places to click and join. The only action here is to book me for a podcast, to book me as a chief technology officer in your local town on a radio show, where you could book me to speak on a Zoom call about the Magic Kids platform, or you can book me to come speak at an event about the Magic Kids platform, or at a school, or at a church. You understand? That is the only goal of this website. Now, the good news is, Angela can tell you, Angela, when we were at the event, who got the credit for Magic Kids? Anybody that was a Magic Kid, that who got the credit, Angela?
We did.
Angela,
Yes.
you
Oh,
did, right?
yes. Yep. Me and Jeanette.
That's right. Yeah, because I guess what? I don't have a subscription. I'm not promoting this. I don't have a URL. So what I've done here is I created a brochure website, and it is loaded. Let me tell you. Look at the copy. Global AI learning is here, and the world is ready. From local classrooms to national programs to global education systems, the AI literacy is no longer optional, it's foundational. Countries around the world are racing to prepare their youth for the AI-driven future. The global workforce of tomorrow will expect every student, regardless of region or nation, to understand how AI works and how to use it effectively and how to engage with it safely and responsibly. K through 12, COPA certified, global deployment ready, 100%, 100 countries tracked. Yes, watch this. Built for the AI, built for the global economy. The question is no longer if students need AI literacy locally, nationally, or globally. The question is, who will prepare them first? Right? Global AI learning is here and it's ready today. We've developed the very first adaptive AI tutor system aligned with a full literacy foundation framework, giving schools, governments, nonprofits, educators, and families around the world a turnkey solution to prepare learners for AI-driven future. From local classrooms to rural communities, to regional education authorities and national ministries of education, and now across borders worldwide, Magic Kids is designed to scale at every level. The global race for AI literate youth has begun, and the platform to power is already here. 20 AI tutors, 5 core literacy pillars, full coverage K through 12, 100 countries easily. The global movement is underway. Nations across Asia Pacific, Europe and Middle East and Africa and the Americas are implementing AI education policies at unprecedented speed. They've published AI literacy frameworks, and global census is clear. AI literacy is the new business for every student on the planet. And meet the founders, Ed and James, and what we do. And of course, the Magic Kids AI platform, beautiful video. We won't play that. Global learning is now here. Guys, these are the leading markets right here. The major international frameworks. These are the lead markets. Asia globally, Asia, Europe, North America, Middle East and Africa, Latin America. They have international frameworks, right? You want to explore the global market, right? Let's explore it. Look at this. Let's look at the countries. Global AI education dashboard. All right, here, look at this. 9 are leading, countries are advanced, 28 are developing, 27 are emerging, and 9 countries out of 96 have no action at all. So you could look here. I can see, well, I want to see who's leading. So I could click on, let's see who's leading, right? So let's look who's leading. So leading, obviously, we have Asia Pacific. No surprise. China, South Korea, Japan, and Singapore. Europe, Finland, United Kingdom, Estonia, North America, of course, and the United States. And then even the United Arab as well. Those are some leading markets, right? Pretty cool. What about some emerging ones? Or how about advanced ones, right? So obviously there's some advanced countries as well. Let's go up here, look. Yeah, advanced ones, obviously. India, Australia, Taiwan, New Zealand, France, Germany, Netherlands, Sweden. Yeah, pretty cool. It goes on and on and on. What if I was no action? What countries have taken no action? Obviously, Cambodia, Middle Eastern, Iraq and Libya, Cameroon, Zimbabwe, and then Bolivia and Guatemala, some other Latin American countries, right? They have not taken place. So if you know people in those areas, man, that would be good to go. We offer AI at a low cost, right? Global education. So this is global, right? This is for our people. You want to look at countries, right? You can see the ones that have no action, kind of a list, a table, right? You can see the ones that are leading the way here, right? These are all leading countries, developing countries, emerging countries, right? Bangladesh and Indonesia and Philippines and Pakistan. Pretty cool stuff, right? What about U.S. policies? There's U.S. policies. Look at this. AI Education Policy Tracker, a comprehensive state-by-state view of AI literacy education legislation across the United States, tracked enacted laws, pending bills, and identify opportunities for action. There's 12 enacted programs out of 50. I would say that smells like an opportunity to me in the United States. 17 are pending, and 21 states have not taken any action at all in preparing our future workforce. Bam, right? Look at the ones that no action. Let's look at those those states. Arkansas, right? Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, Wyoming, South Dakota, Iowa, New England, Montana, Missouri, West Virginia, Delaware, South Carolina, Tennessee. Angela, we got to fix that. Kansas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Alabama, no action at all. What about ones that like pending, right? Pending. Well, I saw a couple of them pending on here. Florida's kind of disappointed me, Bill. They're pending and they're only focusing on 9 through 12 grades. And it's not even, it even gives you the source and the what they introduced, HB 1459. They're proposing, they haven't taken action yet on AI literacy instruction for high school students. Well, they need to take care of the younger kids too. It's important, right? So somebody ought to be sending a press release to all of them, right? Pretty cool. What about no action? There's a lot of no action states, right? And of course, you got who has actually engaged in it? Who are the leaders of that? Well, Texas is on the map, James. That's good. Yeah, what has Texas done? Let's see what Texas has done. What kind of legislations do they have? So they have K through 12. They followed HB 4553 in 2025. Let's see here. They introduced it February 27th, 2023. They signed it on June 17th. creates AI Advisory Council. So you want to find out who that AI Advisory Council is, Dr. Stan Harris and James Moneypenny and anybody else in Dallas, Texas. You want to find out who that AI Advisory Council is within the Department of Information and Resources. It requires study of AI impacts on education and workforce. Mandates recommendations for AI education in public schools, and councils include education sector and representative. So they're teaching AI in public education. These are some of their key provisions, right? So they don't have what we have, I guarantee it though, okay? So there you go. And let's look at the leaders. The leaders, I'm very impressed with some of these companies, these countries, or these cities, these states. Hawaii, right in the center. I'm so impressed with Hawaii. I mean, they are just rocking and rolling, man. California is doing good. Illinois, Oregon, North Carolina, and New Jersey. Those are the leaders right now in state AI education. I mean, look at Hawaii. Hawaii is just kicking butt. I mean, they're just like they 2021 K through 12 public schools to offer computer science courses, including digital literacy and establishing frameworks, generative AI and government. I mean, they are rocking and rolling like incredible, guys. And they're just leading the pack, right? That's a tool for you guys. You got a US tracker, you got a global tracker, right? Let's go back home. We also have an incredible blog here, guys. So there's a blog on all these. You can share all these. You can print these out. You can share them. You can copy them and develop social media posts on them. These blogs are just fantastic. Like, for example, this is AI Foundations Tutor, teaching students how how it actually works, right? And look at these are incredible blogs. You copy, swipe, paste, put in the Ask Ed app or put in the Ghostwriter. You write a book on this if you want to. I mean, it's just incredible stuff, right? Incredible, incredible. This is like a business card that you can showcase and share, right? We got the AI Creator, also the AI Creator Tutor, a nice blog on that. I mean, look at these blogs. They're beautifully written education that you can send to people to get them engaged with Magic Kids. We know what we're doing here, guys. Yes, we do. And by the way, this was all created from 3 o'clock this morning. I started for you, for all of you. We did all of this for you. I started it at 3 o'clock this morning from a napkin idea and an email that Jeanette's cousin got. This was all born.
So Ed,
Everything.
what did you do in your spare time today?
Yeah, not much, brother. I did it fast. Yeah, look at all this stuff, guys. You send this to a legislation. Now I want to show you something. There's an article here, and I want to leave you with this, guys. I'm going to give you the press release, I promise, and then we'll open it up for questions. But there's an article here that just resonates with me. And Angela, I know you read it. When you read it, it's just like, wow, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so let's look at it. Why Tennessee should become an AI ready state, a student's perspective. We are Tennessee students and we need to talk about AI. We are students of Tennessee and we sit in classrooms in Nashville, Memphis, Knoxville, Chattanooga, and in small towns across every corner of the state. We're in the class of 2027, 28, 29, and beyond, and we have something important to say to our state leaders and school boards and teachers and our parents. The world we are graduating into runs on artificial intelligence, and right now, Tennessee is not preparing us for it. This is not a complaint. This is a call to action. We are writing this because we believe Tennessee has every reason and every opportunity to become one of the most AI-ready states in America. We are writing this because we have researched what other states are doing. We have looked at our own graduation requirements for high school, and we believe it is time for Tennessee to add AI literacy as a requirement for as a requirement for earning a high school diploma. We're not asking for something radical. We're asking for something necessary. Now, right now, what Tennessee requires to graduate and what's missing. To graduate from high school, you need 22 credits, okay? For the Tennessee State Board, you need English and Arts 4 credits, Mathematics 4 credits, Science 3, Social Studies 3, Physical Education and Wellness 1.5, Personal Finance 0.5, World Languages 2, Fine Arts 1, Elective Focus 3 credits. These requirements reflect important priorities, but we need strong reading and writing skills, no doubt. We need math. We need to understand science and history and government. We need to manage our money. We need to take care of our health. We need exposure to arts and to other language and tutors. But look at that list again. Where's the technology literacy? Where is the artificial intelligence? We live in a world where AI writes emails, diagnoses diseases, drives cars, generates art, filters with social media feeds, and influences what we see, read, and believe in every single day. AIs are already shaping our lives, and it'll shape our careers even more. Yet Tennessee does not require a single credit in computer science, digital literacy, or artificial intelligence to graduate high school. The same could be true for your state you're in. This is the gap we cannot afford. Other states are already moving, like Hawaii, example. If Hawaii could do it, Tennessee could do it. What about like California, Assembly Bill 2878? If California could do it, we certainly can do it. If Virginia could do it, well, I think we can do it. If North Carolina is doing it, right, I think we could do it. What about Oregon and AI literacy? They're doing it. Why can't we do it? What do these all states have in common? Well, AI literacy is not an option, it's essential. And they're not treating AI education as a nice to have elective. They're treating it as core competency, as a fundamental as reading, writing, and mathematics. And every one of these states is now ahead of Tennessee. Why Tennessee? Tennessee is perfectly positioned to lead. Well, because there's a big boom here, tech boom. There's, there's $1.2 billion campus. Amazon's established itself here. Alliance Bernstein, Lyft, and dozens of healthcare technology firms are here. You got the Nashville Technology Council. I think you know somebody there, right? Angela? Yeah, reports
Yep.
on technology sector as one of the fastest growing segments in Middle Tennessee economy. Yet we're not teaching our kids about technology and AI. So where are these workers going to come from if we need them? They should come from Tennessee schools, but right now most Tennessee students graduate without any formal education in AI intelligence. There's a disconnect problem here, right? A disconnect problem. Yes, Governor, you've done some good work. It kind of confronts in a nice way, what's going on here, right? And it talks directly to Governor Lee. It says, hey, you've done a great job, right? But hey, it's time to do better, right? So this is a great article. As Tennessee students, they talk to, they give a suggested curriculum here, right? At least dedicate 0.5 credits to AI literacy, right? And then this is to Governor Lee, and this is to the Tennessee General Assembly. This is the Tennessee State Board of Education. This is to schools, boards, and superintendents, and this is to our teachers, and this is to our parents. What a great article, right? Just fantastic. Now it's our turn, Tennessee, right? So there's a lot of people in a lot of different states. This is just an incredible, incredible resource for you guys. So it's just magickids.ai. There's no join links here, nada. But here's my encouragement to you. If you want me to come speak at your Zoom event, you want me to come be on a podcast or Zoom, this is your tool. Get me in front of people, and it's going to be your link, period. Bill, you got somebody you want me to come speak to? Angela's definitely she's going to fill my schedule up fast, I guarantee you guys. So you guys better grab some spots. Okay, seriously. I don't care where it's at. I can't, obviously, if there's travel, there's got to be expenses. You can go to James. He could talk about that with you. I'm not going to manage that. James and Jeanette will take that. If somebody wants me to come speak at their event or their conference or their workshop, I'll come and do that. I'll come talk about AI in the future, and we have plenty of topics to talk about, right? I don't have to sell them. I could just talk about it, but I could share, the AI platform with them, right? And how our AI tutors are changing the landscape of education, and they need to adopt it quickly. So, James, Bill, I know you guys got a lot to share, but that's a lot. I know, and we went a little bit over, but hey, I think it was worth it for you guys to see this. So,
Yeah, absolutely,
Can I
folks.
share?
Yes,
Can I share
yes,
my
you
video?
can. Yeah.
Please,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Okay, so mine came up. Let's see here. Share.
the video.
Yes, the video, my spokesman person video. Okay, so let's hear.
Right now, something massive is happening. Artificial intelligence.
Here,
So we that's the same script we had earlier. I just wanted you guys to see that putting the avatar or putting a character like I put in an AI spokesperson, You could put it in here. We already had a pre-script that we did, but you could imagine if it was a book or story time to tell a child. So that's what I wanted to share. So
Cool. Thank you. Stop.
okay,
Awesome,
James.
You want to say something?
I'm just saying, folks, now's the time. You know, you may, in sometime in your life, thought, gee, I wished I'd have been there when. Gee, I wished I could have taken advantage of this win. This is your win. We're right here at the beginning of this tsunami, not a wave, but a tsunami of opportunity with AI. You know, Professor Stuart Russell, you've all probably heard me say before, he testified in the Senate. This is going to be a $14 quadrillion cash value business, $14,000 trillion. We don't need that much to change the generational wealth of our family forever. We just need a drop of that. But what you got to do is act now. Act while the iron is hot. Act while this opportunity is fresh. Those of us who lead in this, and Ed and I, and Jeanette, and Angela, and Bill, and tons of others of us, we're going to do it. The question is, you have to ask yourself, are you willing to take action and take it now? I firmly believe that you do that. Get started now. If you haven't gotten started, get back with the person who invited you. They'll help you get started the right way for you. Take action, take action, take action. And I firmly believe we will see you at the top. That's it for me tonight.
We got a couple questions here
Okay.
Somebody asked, is this a funnel? No, it's not a funnel. It's not a funnel. It's a brochure website. There's no links for people to join on the site. The only call to action is, hey, book media or me. And of course, that's on you. You got to tell me, hey, I got somebody that's ready. If they call me, I say, who referred you to the site? That's all I'm gonna do. I can't sign them up, and I'm not gonna sign them up. Eventually, this will generate some organic traffic. So our plan eventually is to turn this into a machine that generates leads, that if you qualify, like with how many sales you have with Magic Kids, we don't know yet. We're still working it. The corporate team's going to work on it. Maybe we'll announce it in April at our conference, right? Where if you hit certain amount of sales, that you can start generating leads from that, and we'll disperse leads that way through that website. But right now, it's just a brochure website. It's just information for you to share. It's got a lot of resources for you globally. Utilize it with your URL and your shared links and your videos and the social media and the marketing engine we give you. Okay, it'll help you close the deal. Right. So I promise you a press release. Yep. So I'll send you. I'm going to get you the press release. Now listen. You don't want to alter these press releases. We don't authorize it. I want this to go on Zoom and on record. You're not authorized to go speak for media for us. Okay? Period. James, myself, Bill Hoffman, and our corporate team is the people that will speak to the media. So we don't want you going talking to media about Magic Kids. You'll probably blow it up, and you'll ask the question and challenge the people that are smarter than you. You want to get the experts. Like Dr. Breakthrough always says, leverage us. Okay?
Yes.
Leverage us. And we care deeply about you. We want you to be successful. So for example, Angela's going to book probably us to talk to somebody. I don't know who it's going to be. It could be the workforce development team, the labor team. It could be Governor Lee's office. Could be whatever. Maybe some media personalities. She knows some radio personalities and some TV personalities. So she's going to get credit for all that because she opened that door, right? If James opens the door and he wants me to go talk about it, guess what? James isn't going to get it. We're going to have to give that to somebody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. But if Dennis or Darlene or Dwayne or Heshy or Jeffrey or any of you guys here, yeah, open the doors for us. Cool. What was the question? There was another question.
What's the best way to get this out to the public?
Okay, yes.
Since you brought up the Tennessee students, I'm wondering from what educational standards your Magic Kids tutor based on. For example, the educational standards in California are lower than those in Florida.
So our standards are based on the federal level that went out, and even the level of Hawaii. What they've set up as standards. So it's Hawaii's they took Hawaii, I can tell you right now, that at the federal level, when they sent that email out and developed that, the workforce for the US, they looked at models of successful states, and Hawaii is like true top shelf, man. They're really good. And their model incorporates the 5 areas of framework that we covered in our AI tutors. So, that covers AI literacy. Okay, period. And that's what students need to learn, right? The future of AI. I mean, I was talking to a banker, yesterday, and she was telling me how, they get frauded a lot because of AI. They got to learn how to detect it, right? Well, that's one of the tools that teaches them how to detect false and bad and different things like that, right? So they get used to that. And they get used to questioning, hey, is that AI or not? And in the future, we may play some games here in the AI Magic Kids, and maybe we'll give some credit. Maybe we'll get some prizes out. Well, the girls and I and James will create AI images, and we'll have our graphic design create real images, and you could choose AI or not, and you could choose. Bring your kids and have fun, right? How that would that be? We have a game like that. We could gamify it, have fun. So a lot of cool stuff. All right, cool. All right, I think that's about it. We answered the other questions. Bill, did you want to say anything? I don't know if he was here or not. I asked him if he wanted to say something to close it out. We should close it out if he's not wanting to say anything. James, thank you for being here. The press release, right? So here's what I'll do. I got a PDF press release that you could use. Yeah, he's here. He's not up on the screen though. That's okay. James, you want me to share the press release with him, James, and a PDF? Is that okay?
Yeah, let's give it to them. Let's get it
Okay.
out there.
But do not alter this. Remember, you do not you can send this out. If you want one for your local, that's great.
Yeah, just send it out and just tell people to contact you, and then you can make the introduction to Ed to do interviews or anything like that.
All right, you can put your information too on there. Say, reach out to me. I
Yep.
can get a hold of Ed, and I can book an appointment. All right, you can still, I can get you in touch with the media contact and get you in touch with one of the founders and owners and developers, of this. Right. If I'm not available, then James will be available to do the interview as well. Okay.
And then when we do that interview, we're going to share your personalized link in that interview, so you get all the business from getting that interview.
That's right. What's our goal? We want to get the word out fast, right? That's all we want. We want to get the word. And I know, Angela knows, Jeanette knows,
Mhm.
and James knows when we talk in front of people.
Yeah.
We close
People join.
deals. Okay.
Yep.
So get us in front, leverage us. Okay, on the AI technology. We know how to talk. We know how to answer hard questions, right? Like we've had people go to universities by themselves and blew it,
Mhm.
right? Just
It's
so you
not
know.
that we're any smarter than you. It's just we know this product, this system, inside and out. We've been dealing with this for several years, and there's questions that we've already heard that you haven't heard yet. So that's why Ed says just leverage us. Don't do it alone. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We are here to support you.
That's right.
This is about helping
right.
you win.
All right, we want to open big doors for you guys. So that's why we're doing this. So magickids.ai, the press release, and don't forget your URL if they want to buy it. Those are the three. That's all you need. And then the social media posts and everything. It's incredible value, guys. Okay. So
Yep.
cool. All right, guys. Thank you for being here.